guys, what's up? Can you guys see me? Am I audible? Late? No, I'm on time, yeah. But thank you so much, everybody, for joining me in this live session. This is not a chit chat, but this is something me and Pavni really wanted to do from a really long time, and which is Q&A. Thank you so much, first of all, for sending amazing questions. Trust me and Pavni were having a great ball of a time reading those questions and planning our answers to those questions. But today, unfortunately, Pavni is not here, and we will be doing that Q&A, which is I think on Tuesday is when me and Pavni will be doing that Q&A. But today, I'm here to answer out of all those questions, that one question which each one of you, I guess, probably, if I'm not wrong, more than about 100 to 100 people, not even exaggerating, have asked me that one particular question. So, uh, and I thought that that requires another video or a live to answer that one question. So that's what I'm here for. And I will be answering that very question today. Any guesses on that question? I mean, I know majorly all of you have only written those questions, but any questions on that? Yes, Pavni is on the chat with us, so she will answer. Relationship, no. Okay, I'll just cut it short and I'll tell it to you. So that one question which each one of you have asked me personally on my Instagram, on YouTube, everywhere, which is, Bhaiya, what are you doing in your life? What are your future plans? Where do you see yourself? Why are you not doing an MBA? When are you doing an MBA? Why are you still working? For how many years do you plan to work? So that one question, this is that one question which I received like literally from everybody, specifically in this Q&A which me and Pavni asked you 2 days back. And to be really frank, like I'm going to take my time to explain it to you in detail, and I'm pretty sure whatever I say is going to be super important for each one of you, not because it's my life and I'm going to be talking about it, but because it will surely help you, because I have been through the journey which you guys are just starting now, and all the things that I've done right, all the things I've done wrong, the mistakes that I did. So all those things will help you. So watch this one till the very end. But yes, I'm going to take my own sweet little time to explain it to you. And before you and I start, I'll just tell you the truth. I'm really sorry that I have always ditched this question, dished it to another level. I know so many times on the chat people have asked, Bhaiya, what are you doing in life? Bhaiya, why are you not doing an MBA? Should we do an MBA after BBA or undergraduate questions and everything? So, but it's just that I've always seen and ignored those questions. And I've always ignored it. And I've done it purposely, I'll tell you. I've purposely done it because, to be really frank, I was on a trip of my own during this while, and I'll explain it to you through my own very story. And that is the reason I always ditch this question. Like the little intro video that I made on the start, which just talks about the school that I did, school that I went to, the course that I did, and I'm just doing like a job right now. So about that job, that's all I've said. But now is when I'm going to be answering that very question. And I'm, to be really frank, yes, it took me a while to like come out and talk it to you guys, because I've just like kept it with me like throughout. And to be really frank, I never thought that I want to like I should tell you the answer to this. And in fact, I didn't even imagine that you guys will be so enthusiastic about knowing my own life. I thought I'm here to talk about interviews, help you guys prepare, talk about college life, and that's it. But I'm just amazed with the love that you guys have shown, and especially the questions which you have sent to me and Pavni. Like there's so much personal, cute questions that we really liked. Like the question like which is your favorite band, which music do you listen to, and all of that. So this was thank you so much for that. Now answering that little question, the answer to that is So I did my I completed my undergraduation in 2018. Okay, after that I was working with Ernst and Young for a year. I was into taxation, international taxation, and that year just went by like this. So it was just about me going to the office, working, and specifically I was working for the US offices. So it was a lot of exposure. I was getting to like be with a lot of people, talk to a lot of people, and just be in that corporate setup. And the major reason of why I wanted to join Ernst and Young specifically is because I always wanted to study further. That was my plan. Like from I don't even remember when it came to me, but I think it was very young that I decided that I want to do my undergraduation and then I want to study further. And that was precisely the reason I joined Christ University, because I thought that it would give me a good exposure, and specifically like have, because for further education you also need to have a lot of extracurriculars and great academics and everything. So that was the reason I chose, let me go to Christ. After that, after I went to Christ, like it was like without a doubt I wanted to work, because obviously for studying further and before joining further I really wanted to have like a personal exposure of how like the corporate world works, and how other things how are the things in the corporate setup, what is the kind of work that you are required to do, how are the jobs basically like, and everything. So I was for one more year, like after my undergraduation I was in Bangalore. And during that time was when I started, it just came to me that okay, now I start really needing to plan for my future, and start looking for my future, and how should I go about studying more and looking in depth about my higher education. So after that, but the thing was like if you're going for any higher education, you need to, along with your college results and everything, you also need to give other exams. Uh, so for other exams, then I was not able to get the time, because Ernst Young kept me really busy. Like we had like 80 hours work week, and sometimes even more than that because of traveling time and everything. So, and I was living alone, so I had to cook for my own self. I had to clean my own clothes, everything. So that's when I decided that okay, I will leave my job at Ernst Young, and I will come back home. Now, for the people who don't know, like I came back home after 10 years. Like I came back home without a return ticket after 10 years. Okay, like because other than that I was always in a boarding school, so I used to come for only for my holidays, which was like sometimes 15 days, sometimes 1 month, like that. Same when I was in Christ, like I came for 15 days. Even when I had like 1 month holidays, I always chose to intern for having like a better profile and having a good resume. So after so that, and then I you know I so I came back home after 10 years, and my parents were really happy with it that I chose to be in Amritsar. And so I started working with like a startup which was of my cousin itself, and he was working on this like for 5 years. So I pitched in and I started working along with him, along with preparing for my exams such as GMAT, GRE, and so all of that started happening. And luckily by December last year, which is like 2019, I was done with all my exams and all my applications and everything. Don't worry guys, I will make another separate video detailing about each and everything, and I will do that again as an informative video, because I feel that you all will also be coming to that stage. You would also want to know about the opportunities after like your undergraduation courses, whichever you're doing. And just because I've been through that journey, I will be teaching you guys each and everything. And in the coming days itself, I've planned all those videos. So all those videos are going to come, but this is just like me answering this question, so I won't go in detail. But yes, I was done with my exams, I was done with my applications, which all you have to do. And just by April is when I had admissions to the dream colleges that I wanted to have. And trust me, that was like the best moment ever. And I was super happy, and everything was just amazing. And just after I had admission from my dream college is when I started to make YouTube videos to help you guys for Christ interviews and for your college life in general, and how you guys can make the most of your college life, and all that educational, informative, entertainment, all of that happened after I had my admit from my dream college. Okay, a dream college name, Sachin. Don't worry, I will tell it to you in the upcoming videos. Everything you would know in detail. But for now, just go by this and like have a little suspense. But yes, so fun fact is, now when I was preparing you guys for your colleges and the interviews, simultaneously I was also having my interviews, and I was also busy and super confused about which college am I going to join. Okay, so I still remember my parents used to laugh, is that you are telling everybody else like Dio versus Christ, Jen versus Christ, and all of those, and you yourself are super worried about what are you going to do uh, in your life. Okay, and that was actually hilarious, because even before my like the live Q&A, which you guys remember, which I used to do like for all the interviews and stuff, before that and after that I would just be talking to people, tell me which college should I join, where should I go, like just like how you guys are. Okay, same way it was with me. And so somebody's asking abroad, right? Yes, it was abroad, and I plan to go for my higher education abroad, and that was the scene. But so all of that, that was the plan, and everything was going super amazing. And but then this is where but comes, uh, and this is like a very serious but then coronavirus happened. And actually like it happened even in April itself, but I didn't really worry about it, because I thought that it's not, it's not going to be there like for so long. And today, which is like 30th of August, is when I was supposed to be in the country that I like had planned to go to. And everything was super planned, like everything was happening the way it should have. And I was super happy that I'm helping people on YouTube, and at the same time everything on like my personal path is fixed. But still I was not very sure about which college am I joining and everything. That is the reason I never answered those questions of bhaiya, what are you doing in your future, why are you not going for an MBA right now, and all of those questions, because I just thought that okay, let me just like once have it all final, and then is when I'll go to tell it to you. But just like so many buts, what happened was by July end is when I had to take a call on like because after your first installment of fees you have to pay other installments of fees, and you have to book your tickets, and you have to book each and everything, like for your planning, because you have to leave in a month, visa and everything. But just as you all would know, like all the embassies were shut, and the universities abroad didn't give me and like the other people a clear picture of when are they actually going to call us. So that really necessarily meant that we had to do online classes at least for the year of 2020. That is what like everybody in those countries kept saying. So that was a big shocker to me, because like I know how you guys are going for your online classes right now. I would have to do the same, but the only difference would be that I was paying my fees in lakhs and lakhs of rupees, and the courses were of very short duration. And the primary reason of me going abroad and studying abroad was to get that exposure and be around people, and build that network, like the kind of life I had in Christ. I was expecting to have that same life or even a better life in the country that I was going to be in. And that was the reason, like it was just like a big shocker to me, like that saying that okay, I have to like be in my home just like I am, and then open my laptop and study. And that was something which was very very big, like a shock to me. I kind of always said to myself that no, it's not, it's not going to be for that long. Maybe like, in like 5-10 days, everything is going to open. In 1 month, everything is going to open in 1 month. But the thing was that everything kept delaying. And that one little last time, then I had to take a call. I feared and I stepped back from going abroad for my education, because like for this year, because it just didn't make sense to me, because like to me, even to my parents and everybody, because the amount that I was spending was huge, like in lakhs and lakhs of rupees. And if I'm not getting the kind of exposure that I really wanted to get, it would actually not, it'll be very sad. So that is the reason I decided that, I will not be going abroad for this year. And after that, yes, everything has been like, just not been that great, because like, I hope you guys imagine, like, ever since Christ, ever since, like, even in fact before crisis, when I had already decided, okay, I'm going to be going abroad, and my plans for higher education, that is the reason I always used to study so hard, and I always had my, okay, I have to balance my extracurriculars, and I have to, get good marks. And then specifically choosing Ernst and Young, when like I had even better options for the job, because like there were some jobs which were very high paying to me, and pretty chill jobs, but I took up Ernst and Young, which I knew was going to grill me like for that 1 year that I was with them. Because you can imagine, like, imagine putting 80, 90 hours work weeks, which means that in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, in 5 days you have to work for 80, 90 hours, or in fact even sometimes more than that. So imagine the kind of time you would be spending in front of your laptop, talking with the teams in the US and everything, goddamn thing. So I did all of that, and then when I came home, it was about preparing for those exams, and suddenly that excitement starts building. Okay, now I'm going to go, now I'm going to go, now I'm going to go. And after the exams were done, it was like, okay, like one big obstacle is done. Focused on my application, focused on my interviews, got done with all of them, like, like a boss. And it was just like, imagine when I started making YouTube videos, I was super chill about my life, because I was like, okay, everything is super sorted. And imagine, like, after getting admits, imagine the kind of energy, excitement I would have. Like, literally I was dancing. Like, this was not even close to the excitement I had when I was joining Christ. Trust me, like, this was like 10x more than that, because this is like you're fucking going abroad, and being in like different country, and like the crowd you're going to be in, like people are going to come from all parts of the world. Like, they're going to be people from China, from Taiwan, from Thailand, from Korea, from Zimbabwe. Like, it's just like the magnitude of exposure and experience just increases to like another level. And so I got admission, and I had already started talking to my future classmates, because like in abroad, what happens is, like, the moment you are selected, you are already put into like WhatsApp groups, Facebook groups, all of that just happens like this. Because in abroad, like, they want, like, the universities want you to interact with your classmates even before joining like the course, because so that you are on the similar page. So all of that had started happening, and I was in touch. And then, like, I know that like something like coronavirus is like, it's happening worldwide, like, globally, and all of that, but I actually never thought that it is going to hit me this hard. And now that it is done, I'm still like coming in terms, like coming to reality, and trying to adjust to that situation, that okay, that excitement is like all full gone, like to zero, and I'm going to be here like for another year. And so that's my story, that's my thing right now. So for all of those who are asking me, so I'm continuing to work. When I'm actually working, I'm also helping my dad, and that's basically what I'm doing. And my plan for study abroad is deferred for a year, which means that I will be going through the similar process next year to go to my country, like to another country, not my country, sorry, but yes, like to the future country that I wanted to go. And yes, it hits me sometimes. Sometimes it hits me really hard, and I chose like this day specifically is because I was feeling a little low today, and because imagine, like, I had to be in another country today. And so I'm not, and but still, because just because you guys are here, it's still fine. And I thought that I should share this story with you guys now, because it's high time, and now that we are a family, you guys should know each and everything. And so this is where I currently stand right now in terms of my plan. For all of those who are asking which university, which country, guys, hold on, I will tell it to you each and everything in like the upcoming videos. The reason why am I not telling it to you right now is because I want to tell you those things like with a lot more information, like not just because of my personal story, but like with a lot of reasons of why I chose X, Y, and which country, why, and all of that. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of you will also be having similar plans or relatable plans. and so that is going to be a lot more of information. But I will, like, you will know everything that I have done in my life. You guys will know, and it will be most beneficial to all of you. Somebody is asking me how much did you get in class 12. So I got 95%, bro, in ISC exams. So yes, that's my story, that's my thing, and I really wanted to come out and tell it to you guys. Let's get into the real Q&A. Yes, so that real Q&A, I'm sorry, but I will not be able to do it without my lovely angel sister, because the questions which were asked to me were like both for me and Pavni, and now that because we have been doing it together, so it would be unfair if I do it without her. So yes, but trust me, we have loved the questions that you guys have asked, and the next live, which is on Tuesday at the same time, I will be telling you, we will be answering those questions, and that is going to be super lit. Super lit. Okay, your height, bro, I'm 5'8". So that is going to happen. Don't worry about it. So this is it, guys. That's about it. I just came here to share my little story with all of you people so that you know about my plans and everything. Sorry for keeping that little suspense, but trust me, it is going to be for your own benefit and advantage, because that is going to be like super informative to you all. But thank you so much for listening to me and joining me in this like cute like this story of my own. It means a lot to me, and thank you for sharing, spending this time and being with me. Thank you so much for all the love messages that you guys are sending. Again, it just, I'm overwhelmed. Specifically, I just came on this live to just get these love messages from all of you people. So live over. Yes, guys, live is over for today, but it is only because we are going to come on Tuesday and rock. So please, guys, for Tuesday, take out some lot more time, because we have a lot of questions, okay, and that is going to be super lit. All those questions to relationships, to drinking scenes, to favorites, like favorite IPL, favorite color, everything. Don't worry, we've received all your questions. In fact, Pavni has done the hard work of noting all those questions on a pen paper also, so that we don't forget any of those questions. So yes, that is going to happen on Tuesday. But thank you so much for joining me on this live session. Thanks a lot, guys. Love you guys. Take care. Bye bye, guys. See ya. And yes, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Okay, that same drill that happens. Okay, guys. Bye bye, guys.